What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so before I get into this video, shout out to the brother Lawrence for the donation to the channel via the Cash App. And he left a note, which was a question. He asked me, do I think that the Chicago Bulls will ever have a duo like Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen ever again? Of course, Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen were a 1-2 tandem or a 1-2 punch, a tandem for the Bulls for the best part of a decade, the better part of a decade. Of course, Michael Jordan was not in the NBA for the entirety of the 93-94 season and the majority of the 95 season, but they won 6 championships together. And will Chicago ever see a duo like that? If you're talking about a duo that might match the statistical output of those two, especially in this inflated times, as far as stats is concerned, that's possible. Jordan averaged about 30 points a game for his career, Pippen about 16. So that's 46 points a night. In their primes, they averaged probably around 32 and 20 or 32 and 19. So that's about 51 points a night. So statistically, we'll hell, I think we have seen that with just the recent duo of DeMar DeRozan and what's the other guy's name, man? I gotta forget his name right now, but they're both in Sacramento. That goes to show you how forgettable some of these guys are, in my opinion. But if you're talking about what these two represented for Chicago as far as what they did, as far as playing on a high level on both sides of the ball, being all world players, all defensive players, all NBA players, perennial all-stars, and bringing that level of dominance in championships, 6 in a decade, I seriously doubt that's going to be replicated. Hell, in today's basketball, just repeating right now is very difficult to do. We haven't seen a repeat NBA champion, I believe, since 2018 Warriors. That's going on 8 years ago now. So just to repeat as champions is amazing. To three-peat, we've only had, I believe, 4 three-peats in the history of the NBA. The Minneapolis Lakers, Bill Russell Celtics, these Bulls, and Kobe and Shaq Lakers, right? So, no, I don't think we're going to see that. We're not going to see. In my mind, I'm still trying to remember the dude that played for Chicago all those years that is now with Sacramento. I can't believe I have his face in my mind, but I'm flubbing on his name right now. The hell is his name? Jesus, I can't believe I forgot his name, man. I know the player. If I could just get his first name, it'll pop in my head. I just can't think of the guy's name right now. DeMar DeRozan was there, and he was there before. Matter of fact, he had 1 year, I think he averaged 28 points a game. But I thought his numbers was pretty empty. He wasn't a great defender. And to me, he wasn't very clutch. And sometimes he could shoot the Bulls out of games. And what the hell is his name? Slam Dunk. I think it was some former Slam Dunk champion. Jesus Christ, I can't believe I forgot his name, man. I got to find it now. This is embarrassing. How in the world have I forgotten this guy's name? Was supposed to get traded to the Detroit Pistons, but then a lot of people believe he faked the back injury. Give me 1 second, man, because I can't believe I forgot this guy's name, man. Zach LaVine. Jesus Christ. How did I forget that? You know what was killing me? For some reason, in my head, I kept saying Levert. Levert. I said, no, that's not Karis Levert, but it's a Leva. Leva. I said something like that, but I just couldn't think of the guy's name. Jesus Christ. But anyway, that team's going to suck anyway. By the way, let me, I know this video is about the Bulls, right? But let me get this out the way. I'm sick and tired of all these low-life scumbags on social media. Now I was talking about how the Kings are going to suck, right? And they keep showing pictures of Russell Westbrook. Motherfucker, the Kings are going to suck anyway. They were going to suck anyway. Without fucking Russell Westbrook. Nobody was looking for the Kings to do any goddamn thing. Didn't they just lose De'Aaron Fox? Now all of a sudden, oh, they're going to suck because Russ is there. I hate scumbags, man. I hate the jigs, man. I hate jigs, man. I really do. Because you guys only got, man. But anyway, yeah, when it comes to the Chicago Bulls, I don't see them ever replicating that, man. I mean, it's just a once-in-a-lifetime possibility. And, you know, to be honest with you, I don't think Scottie Pippen would be Scottie Pippen if he didn't play with Michael Jordan. I don't think he would have been Scottie Pippen. I don't think he would have been that level player. When you really look at it, Michael Jordan maximized a lot of role players. That's what great players do. You know, great players don't run around, truly great players don't run around trying to play with all these great players and stacking the deck and trying to break up dynasties and all that type shit, or potential dynasties like some dude I know. Great players, they just want to compete. They want to be able to have some talent around them. Obviously, you can't win a championship with a team of, you know, middling talent. But if you got a team around you that's competitive and a team that on any given night can beat the best squad in the NBA, then yeah, that's good enough. Some of these dudes were stacking the deck, man. And, you know, Michael Jordan didn't have to do that. He had really one all-star level player on his squad. That was Scottie Pippen. I mean, Dennis Rodman was a two-time all-star, but he wasn't a perennial all-star. And he had obviously many weaknesses in his game, especially offensively. He was a bit undersized. He wasn't the greatest leaper, but the man was a tremendous front court defender and one of the great rebounders in the history of this game, arguably the greatest rebounder ever. And I don't see the Bulls having another duo any time. No. As a matter of fact, you know, it was a little bit luck involved in this situation with Chicago because, you know, Michael Jordan, I think this has been said many times, was not projected to be what he became. No, nobody thought that he would become arguably the greatest player of all time. Like that wasn't what he was being seen. He was seen as a guy that, if anything, could be the complementary piece to a center that the Bulls could have ultimately gotten and then compete for a championship. He was seen as more like a Michael Finley or, you know, something like that. Scottie Pippen, Olden Pauly spoke on this recently. Scottie Pippen wasn't a guy that people was really looking out for. Scottie Pippen wasn't this established star. Now, that was a good bit of scouting by the Chicago Bulls. That was a good bit of scouting by Jerry Krause. They saw the potential in this guy, and they were able to make that trade before draft day, 1987. The draft was just a formality. The trade pretty much had already been done before draft day 87. So if it wasn't for that, Scottie would have been with Seattle, and I don't think Scottie would have been the same player. So no, I don't think that the Bulls ever see a duo like that again. But tell me what you guys think.